Welcome to the session on launch, manage, and grow your business with Amazon SPN. My name is Tushant, and I'm a partner development manager with Amazon SPN.
And I am Jayant. I am also a partner development manager with Amazon SPN. Today during the presentation, if you feel like it, you can post your questions in the Q&A tab below. So let's begin the presentation. So before we begin to get into the details of SPN, let us first understand the typical challenges faced by you, the sellers on Amazon. At SPN, we have seen that whenever a seller starts to sell on Amazon, a typical challenge faced by them is that they find it difficult to manage all the processes and the various tools which Amazon offers to them. On top of that, when they want to put their products on Amazon's website, they need to have a good photo and also a very good product description of the products in order to sell them effectively on Amazon. For many of the sellers, they need help in order to use the advanced tools offered by Amazon, such as FBA and advertising. And with so much to do, it is very difficult to manage your time between the offline and the online business on Amazon. So, Trushant, what can we do to help solve these challenges for the sellers?
Thanks a lot, Jayant. Yes, Amazon has created Amazon Service Provider Network to solve these challenges for sellers. Amazon SPN, as sellers popularly know it, is a services marketplace that provides on-demand professional assistance to sellers through a network of third-party service providers. The key objective of this network is to enable sellers to launch, manage, and grow their business on Amazon. So let's understand a bit more about what are the key benefits and features of SPN. The first key feature of SPN is coverage. As part of SPN, sellers get access to 800 plus service providers which are situated in multiple countries across the globe. There are 18 different service categories about which we will know a little bit more in subsequent slides. Amazon SPN is available in 18 Amazon marketplaces such as Amazon India, Amazon US, Amazon UK, Middle East, etc. Not just that, Amazon SPN can be accessed by sellers in 18 different languages. The second key feature of SPN is convenience. It is extremely easy for a seller to identify SPN and the service providers through their Seller Central panel. Secondly, these services and the service providers can deliver these services in different languages, including Hindi, English, Marathi, Tamil, Telugu, etc. Third, but probably the most important advantage and benefit of SPN is trust. Whenever we need to take any service from a third party, there is apprehension regarding the quality of service. To solve for that, Amazon SPN ensures that every service provider which is onboarded goes through a qualification and training process. We rank these service providers on the network basis multiple performance parameters, including reviews, ratings, the output performance of the sellers which they are managing, the catalog quality score, etc. Not just that, sellers can get access to 18,000 plus verified reviews from sellers such as yourself to understand more about how these service providers deliver the service and what is the kind of experience sellers had while working with them. Lastly, we also have a program called as SPN Guarantee, as part of which sellers are entitled to up to 100% of service fee refund in case the service delivered by the service providers is not as per the terms agreed before taking the service. Now let's just understand a bit more about the different service categories, the 18 which we just mentioned. We have divided these service categories into three buckets. Services which help sellers launch their business on Amazon, services which help sellers manage their business on Amazon, and lastly, services which help sellers grow their business on Amazon. Jayant, I'll request if you can help our sellers understand a bit more about services which help them launch their business on Amazon.
Thanks, Tushant. Indeed, launching your business successfully on Amazon is the most important thing for a seller because unless you launch successfully, how will you be able to grow and scale up your business on Amazon. We offer different key services for the sellers. Firstly, there is training. For the sellers who want to understand more about Amazon's tools and processes, our third-party service providers offer a one-on-one training program for these sellers. These trainings can also be taken at your location and in a face-to-face setting. However, because of the COVID environment, we have restricted them right now to only carry out online trainings with the sellers. Moving beyond training, imaging and cataloging are two other key aspects which are very important for the sellers, and for these, we have dedicated service offerings from our service providers. And lastly, we also have an IP accelerator service where the third party service providers help the brand owners register their trademarks with the government of India and launch themselves as a brand entity on Amazon. Moving on to imaging. Imaging is a very important aspect for selling online. Unlike a physical store where you can display your products and the customers can experience them firsthand, in an online e-commerce environment, a good quality product image is an essential aspect for your customers to understand better about the product. And therefore, imaging and a good quality photo shoot is of paramount importance for all the sellers. At SPN, we have third-party service providers which offer an array of imaging options for the sellers. These include a product photo shoot, a model-based photo shoot for certain categories like apparel, lifestyle images for categories such as furniture and handicrafts, and also 3D rendering of the images to make them more attractive and call out the key features of the product to the sellers. Moving on to cataloging, which is another key aspect beyond the imaging part for the sellers. Cataloging, which is also known as listing, is nothing but the product title and the product description when it is displayed on the detail page on Amazon. Why cataloging is important? Cataloging is important because for the sellers, you have to display the key benefits and features of your product for the customers to understand them better. Inclusion of the right keywords in the title and the description will help improve the visibility of your product and also for the customers to find them easily on Amazon. And therefore, it is of paramount importance for the sellers to look at the right service providers who have the experience in providing good quality cataloging for your products. So with this, Tushant, will you be able to talk about the services which help the seller to manage their business?
Thanks a lot, Jayant. I definitely would like to tell sellers more about the services which help them manage their business on Amazon. We have 6 different services under this bucket. This includes account management, shipping, accounting, FBA prep, excess inventory, and storage. Let's understand a bit more about a couple of these services which are extremely in demand from our sellers. Account management. As part of account management, sellers get access to service providers which help them manage their day-to-day operations such as buyer-seller communication, coordinating with seller support, adding new listings, as well as provide them additional support with respect to consultation on how to grow their business, how to use tools such as advertising, how to use tools such as coupons, deals, and draw insights from the reports which are present as part of Seller Central. The next and another important service is domestic shipping. As you are all aware, fulfillment by Amazon is one of the most important tools available to sellers to grow their business. As part of the fulfillment by Amazon program, sellers leverage Amazon fulfillment centers to fulfill their orders for customers. SPN domestic shipping service helps sellers send the products to these Amazon fulfillment centers. The key benefits of this program is the door pickup options provided by the third party carriers, the fact that 23,000 pin codes across India are covered by these service providers. Service providers also provide full truck and partial truckload options. There is also flexibility with respect to short term warehousing, as well as the fact that all the products, including hazmat, heavy and bulky, are accepted and delivered by these third party carriers to Amazon fulfillment centers. Moving on, and probably moving to one of the most important segment is services which help sellers grow their business on Amazon. I'll request Jayant if you can throw some light on these services.
Thanks, Roshan. I think in terms of growing the business, the services which come to mind immediately is advertising and A plus cataloging. And also, more and more, we are seeing the sellers are interested in growing their business beyond India into other countries where Amazon is available. And for such sellers, we also have specialized services such as translation, international shipping, compliance, and taxation to help them grow their business beyond India. Let me get into detail for these services. So first of all, it is advertising. Amazon offers an array of products within the advertising for the sellers to be able to promote their products for customers and improve the visibility. Among the first of the products in this segment is called sponsored brand. This is exclusively available for brand owners who are registered on Amazon. As you can see from the image on the slide, this category of product displays the brand identity, a clear brand image, as well as some of the key products which the brand wants to display in the advertisement. The brand owners also have the option to take the customers who click on such ads either to the specific product they want to promote or to their brand store, which I'm going to talk about in a while. The next set of product and the most popular one offered by Amazon is the sponsored products. These are nothing but specialized one-to-one product-wise advertisements which are available to any seller who wants to promote their products on Amazon. It is very important for sellers to choose the right set of keywords, choose the right set of products, and also to bid the products in the right manner so as to be able to display products at the right time to the right customer. The third party service providers with an expertise in these areas help our sellers optimize their ad spend and grow their sales to the desired levels. Moving on, as I mentioned about the brand stores, this is a free offering available from Amazon for all the brand registered sellers on Amazon platform. This is like a unique store, a unique website for the brand owners on Amazon where they can actually guide their loyal customers to understand more about their brand identity and the various product categories they are into. Moving on to the other options available for brand owners on Amazon, which is A plus cataloging and sponsored brand videos. In terms of A plus catalog, enhanced brand content, which is available on the brand's specific listing page for their products. As you can see in the images on the pages, these are very attractive images which are providing more information than the usual product cataloging which is available for the other products. So I think with this, I will hand it over to Trushan to talk about the global expansion of the sellers and how we can help them in SPN with our services.
Thank you, Jayant. Now let us try to understand services which help sellers sell globally. I'm quite sure many of you are interested in not just selling in Amazon India, but Amazon US, UK, and multiple other marketplaces. As we had discussed in one of the earlier slides, Amazon is present in 18 different countries, and as a seller, you can sell in one or all of them as per your business decisions. So, which are the services as part of Amazon SPN which can help you to fulfill the dream of going internationally? First is international shipping. As part of this service providers help you to send your products to Amazon fulfillment centers in any of the countries in which you're selling. Second is compliance. Similar to compliance and regulatory laws in India, there are laws in different countries which you need to align to in order to sell in those countries. Compliance service providers help you to juggle between these laws and ensure that your products are compliant in that marketplace. The next is taxations, where service providers help you create your taxes not just in India, but in any of the locales in which you're selling. Last is translation. There are multiple Amazon locales such as Germany, France, where you need to have your catalog in the local language. Service providers helps you to translate your Indian catalog into these marketplace languages. Next, we would like to show you a video of one of our successful sellers who have used Amazon SPN network to fulfill their dream of being a successful seller on Amazon.
My name is Candy Ved. I'm the owner and founder of CCDS, which is the culinary and cake decorating store. We've been selling on Amazon since November 2018. I was born in a family where entrepreneurship, especially women entrepreneurship, was encouraged. And so I grew up in an environment such as that, and I wanted to start my own independent enterprise, and that's when CCDS was born. In 2018, I felt that we could use the services of the marketplace like Amazon. So I registered with them, and in their Seller Central panel, they had a few service providers as suggested names, and went through them. In the ones that I felt could deliver the facilities that I was looking for, I zeroed in on a few. And out of those, I selected Jaipur Global Services as my service provider for Amazon. They have helped us largely with the brand visibility, as well as inventory management, listing of new products, managing hiccups during pickups, or customer feedback if we have some issues with any customer, which is rare, but it does happen once in a while. So they help us sort that out. In an effort to augment our sales, we were suggested with starting to list with FBA, and as well as make our head office in New Delhi seller fulfilled center. So now we have up to 4 FBA centers from Mumbai, Bangalore, Calcutta, and of course Delhi. So CCDS benefited by that because we were able to reach our customers faster. I would say largely the advantage is that because of the service provider, we are able to give them the responsibility of managing day-to-day running of our product on Amazon, and so we can concentrate on our core business. So I'm pretty happy with how they manage it and what they do for us in terms of listing, inventory management, etc.
So thanks a lot for watching this video. Having heard so much about Amazon SPN and heard rave reviews from one of your sellers, I'm very sure that many of you are interested to know where you can find these service providers and how can you reach them. So let's understand a bit more about it. As we had discussed earlier, Amazon SPN is available within the Seller Central panel, similar to a catalog, inventory, and pricing tab which you see in Seller Central. There is a services tab under which all the services are listed. The moment you click on the services tab, you can find the list of all the services, including imaging, cataloging, account management, etc. The moment you click on any specific service, such as account management, as you can see in the example shown on your screen, you can find the list of all the service providers who offer these services. As we had discussed earlier, these service providers are ranked basis performance, and hence you can probably be assured that the service provider on page 1 will definitely be better than somebody on the last page. In addition, you can see different subtypes such as complete account management, performance management, etc., which are very specific to that service. The moment you identify and finalize to go with a service provider, you can visit their detail page where you can see their pricing, you can read the reviews, you can understand what other sellers who have availed the services are speaking about the experience with their service providers. So this brings to an end mine and Giant's session on Amazon SPN. However, we have now brought in one of our esteemed service providers to discuss further on Amazon SPN and how they have helped their sellers to succeed on Amazon. I'd like to invite Suhaid Lambe, Director Swipes, to help us understand about their journey with SPN and how they are helping sellers to succeed and grow on Amazon.
Hi. First up, we would like to thank the Amazon SPN team for the introduction and for having us here today. Today, we're going to introduce the SwipeEasy GST filing tool as part of this Amazon Sambhav event. The tool helps you to automate your GST filing, and it is part of the entire SwipeEasy offering. The SwipeEasy product helps businesses to automate key parts of their business operations. Today, we're going to introduce the automation of GST filing, a product which which has been live for over a couple of years now, and we have e-commerce sellers as well as CA firms who are handling e-commerce clients who have been using the SwipeEasy GST filing tool, and they have been able to automate parts of their GST filing. Here are some of the reasons why e-commerce sellers use the SwipeEasy automation tool. The tool helps sellers to directly connect with the GST login, which then in turn helps them with filing in a much more faster and smoother fashion. Moreover, the SwipeEasy tool is also directly integrated with the Amazon Seller Central portal. So you no longer need to worry about getting data and then moving it to the GST portal. The SwipeEasy tool itself is able to get all of this done for you. Credit and debit notes that are usually part of your sale data are automatically also included into the filing information. A simple import of expenses is there for you to get input credit calculation done for your GST filing. Similarly, you also have the ability to upload stock transfers, and we have extensive reporting which will help you to stay on top of all data that is important for your business. And last but not least, for every seller that we work with on the platform, Tally or existing bookkeeping softwares are really important to make sure that all their data is in place so that they can work with their CA firms. We have a built-in Tally export, which helps you to keep your Tally in sync. Next up, let's see why CA firms use the SwipeEasy tool to automate GST filing for their clients. A key reason here is that CA firms are able to manage multiple client information with one single dashboard. They are able to do GST filings for multiple clients in one shot. The system automatically prepares GST R1 and 3B on a month-on-month basis for all of their client information. Moreover, the Tally backups of their client can also be completely put in sync as soon as the filings are done. We have seen CA firms being able to increase the capacity to serve more clients just because of this automation. Here is an example of a CA firm who's using our product right now. Earlier, filings were taking more than 3 to 4 days at a minimum, and they had around 3 to 4 resources working on these filings for them. Using the automation provided by the SwipeEasy tool, they have now been able to onboard more clients with the same number of employees. The only thing that the CA firm really had to do was register an account on the SwipeEasy platform, onboard the client GSTNs, and import the data that is required, and the GST filing started happening in an automated manner on a month-on-month basis. All of this was supported by our technical and support staff who helped onboard the CA firm. Here is another example how sellers are using our product right now. Rishi Crafts from Nagapattinam, Tamil Nadu has been able to file their GST month on month with the self-service portal. Now, earlier, Mr. Manikandan used to use help of a CA firm or an accountant to get this done. Given that he's a small business and he would like to do a few things on his own, he tried out the product and he has now been able to save a lot of time by using the SwipeEasy GST filing tool to onboard his GSTNs and also start filing data in an automated manner on a month-on-month basis. Just to reiterate, here are some of the benefits that we have seen sellers and both CA firms get by using the SwipeEasy platform. It's completely self-service, always available for you to use. We have an expert technical and a really friendly onboarding team who helps you to put all this data together so that you can start doing it on a monthly basis on your own. And the ability to automate these monthly tasks and at the same time stay compliant, make sure that you are able to file your GST on time is a really key aspect that this tool brings to you. And using this one dashboard, you can manage multiple GSTNs and you can support multiple clients with this tool. Also, at the same time, we work with the GST body and also our GSTN partners, where we are able to stay on top of new rules and regulations and changes that happen for the GST filing process. So, as far as possible, we make sure that there are no changes on the client side or on your end, and you are completely transparent to the changes that happen onto the GST front. Here's a bit of background of who we are. So we are a 4-year-old company now, and we have about more than 15,000 small businesses using our platform across 26 different locations in the country. Around 14 different business verticals are where these small businesses come from. These businesses service around 250,000 odd users on a month-on-month basis. These businesses raise over 1 million invoices on our platform at the moment, with values of around 250 crores upwards on a month-on-month basis. On the enterprise front, we work with large companies like Amazon India, Global, which is an insurance brokerage company, Reliance Mutual Fund, which is now Nippon India, Money Control, and Iris. That's a bit about us. As part of the Sambhav event, we also have a virtual booth, and we would really like to meet you guys there. Our team is there ready to listen to your requirements, to see how you are currently working, learn from you, show you what we have got for you as part of the automation suite. And we would also like to offer a 3 months free GST filing service so that you can try the platform out, make sure that it works for you. Either you as a CA firm or a seller are more than welcome to join us at the virtual booth. Our team will be more than happy to host you. Again, thank you so much for having us here.